Hello and welcome to another edition of the Migration Stories. This is Balagopal, editor of UKMalayali.com. This week, I'm coming in regards to a particular change of rule which will impact international students abroad, irrespective of which country it is. Whoever is an Indian student who is living abroad, could be America, Australia, UK. From July, there is a change which has been brought in by the Indian government in regards to money being sent abroad. From July 2023, Indian government brought in a new tax, which states that any amount of money being sent outside of India from July 2023 will have a 20% tax put on that particular amount which has been sent. The government clearly states that the tax will not have an impact for those students, those who are going abroad to study. So, which means for tuition fees, they don't have to pay the 20%. It is for a medical reason, then they don't have to pay that money. However, most interestingly, how does a student make it very clear to the bank or the authorities back in India stating that this money is being used for education purpose and so on? It opened up a lot of questions. So what we did is we spoke to George Zakaria, CEO of a financial company back in India, and he explained to us quite a few things which any international student should be aware from July 2023. Now, according to him, what he briefly says is, if a student is doing his education through the accommodation provided by the university, then it is more easy for that student's parents or anyone who is sending the money back from India to show proof to the bank that it is for an education purpose. Now, what happens to those students, those who are not staying the accommodation provided by the university? He has got answers to that, stating that they could get the copy of the tenancy agreement. They could keep proofs of that they are spending the money for educational purposes. It becomes a bit more complicated when it comes to a student proving that this money is being used. So it is going to be interesting times from July 2023. And I have done an interview with George Zakaria, the CEO of this financial company, which I'm putting a link below, which you will be able to see. Now, at this point of time, I also would like to tell you something about some of the wrong practices which are happening between the Indian students or the Kerala students in particular. It's not about the majority, it is about a minority of students using a different way on how to get money from India. So you would have seen, if you're part of a WhatsApp group, big WhatsApp groups, you'll see, I will give you cash in India. Can someone give me the pound here because I need to pay it for as an emergency, to be paid for my tuition fee and so on. Now, well, in an emergency, yes, that comes handy. But what we have learned is that there are so many instances when we have seen things are falling apart, which means I've seen some of the students complaining to us, saying that I just found this particular WhatsApp message saying that I will give you the pound here if you pay me the cash back in Kerala. Now, in this instance, what we had is this girl student got into called the number which was shared on the WhatsApp group. Her dad transferred the money back in Thrissur in Kerala, but the boy who promised the money to be paid into the pound didn't pay it. Now, she didn't know what to do. Do we file a case back in Kerala, or do we file a case back in here with the local authorities? So quite a complex issue, because we don't know where this particular offense has taken place. Now, it is the only advice when we sought to speak to all the financial advisors or the people, those who run financial companies, they all say that abide by the rule. And if you get into those situations, do take action, keep proof of that, and inform the local authorities or the police and the various agencies those who are working in whichever country you are. And at the same time, to file a police complaint against that particular person with the available information in the police station where you are, in whichever part of the world you are. And also to make sure that you inform your bank back in. So, for example, if the girl's dad put that money into a bank in Kerala, they could file a case back in Kerala and also follow it up, filing a case against that particular individual for fraud in the UK. These are quite a few things which I have to say in regards to some of the financial side of things. But I would suggest you read the interview which I have done with George Zakaria today. It explains in regards to what the implications are for a student who is here and who is looking to get money back from India from July 2023. So this is all what I've got for you this week. Until we meet you next week, next Sunday, it's goodbye from Balagopal. Thank you very much.